Right, good day. Um, I thought it was time to get a new lid, so had a look around and best quality for money, safety wise. Was looking for a modular helmet because it's always better to have the option to open up the front um, part of the visor. It's either always better to have that option than not to have it. Even if you don't use it, you can still use the helmet as a normal full face helmet. That's just the box it came in. Um, it's the cover. It's Italian. And I have already stuck my camera case on it, so that's on as well. Right, the helmet itself weighs in at 1.6 kgs. They reckon 1.48 blah 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 kilograms, but yeah, 1.6 is what's been documented. Comes in the usual silver, black, matte black, and a gloss black finish, but this is probably the best color of the lot. It's called the Tourer graphic. Quite nice, and I've actually seen it with the yellow strip. We just like the red. It's part of the Xlite is part of the Nolan group of helmets. That's one thing about the matte black. It smudges easy. It's always got smudge marks and stuff on, but it's not a helmet that's going to sit in a display case. We use these helmets. It's the back of it. It's got a nice rear vent that works very well. As far as vents go, it's got 3 vents on the front. It's got this front vent, and it's got 2 top vents at the top, and they seem to work very well. The time that I've had it, the month that I've had the helmet, it's the ventilation system has worked really well. As far as the visor goes, it's a pin lock visor. There's an insert on the inside. It comes with a pin lock insert. Some helmets you have to buy the insert separately. So this actually comes with the insert. It takes a bit of buggering around to get the insert in. I've never put one in before, so you've basically got to get this visor off. Basically, get it flattened out. You basically put it under your arm and you flatten the curve out, and then you insert the insert with a little silicone bead facing the inside of the helmet just to create this air gap. It also has a drop down visor, tinted visor, but so on the last helmet, the helmet that I had, it had a full tinted visor. So, I mean, at night when you rode with the visor, you couldn't see anything. This is quite nice because you can use the drop down visor when it's sunny, and just if you're riding at night, you just drop down your visor and you can use that. The mechanism that actually swings the front of the helmet is actually a dual action. You pull this forward and you push that down to release it. Now, when they did the safety rating testing, the impact testing on the helmet, this particular helmet, 98% of the time, this helmet stayed closed when they impacted it. Shockingly, some other helmets that are modular helmets, they didn't name any makes or brands, but some of them had a rating of only 17 or 18%. So every 18%, the helmet would actually open, which is not too flash. This helmet has actually also been rated to, you can actually use it while the lid is open. It's actually been rated for use when it's open, so that's quite a good and handy feature of it. In terms of inside padding and stuff, it's very comfortable, super comfortable. When I initially fitted it, because I didn't want to make the same mistake I made with the last helmet I bought, I fitted it pretty snug, and it was quite, you really get that hamster looking face when you got the helmet on. But I've had it a month now, and it's just starting to loosen up, and the padding is sort of molding to the shape of my head, so it's got that little bit of looseness now, and I'm quite glad that I actually took the size that I did take. The buckle, the locking clipping mechanism in the front is quite sturdy. There is some adjustment on it. I adjusted mine when I got it, and after that it's fine. It's quite sturdy and durable. In terms of fitment on your head and wind noise, it's a modular helmet, and you've always got these crevices where the wind gets through, so it's never going to be as quiet as a conventional full face helmet. But because it fits so well on my head, and because it's so light, it's actually, you don't mind that little bit of noise if it's comfortable, and it doesn't feel like your helmet's getting ripped off your head when you're riding at higher speeds. The other thing I wanted to mention was down the bottom, you've got these little inserts over here. This is for Nolan's Bluetooth communication system that they developed for their helmets, called the BX4 Plus communication system. Everything has got pre-inserts. You take the cheek padding off, and there's inserts for where the speakers and where the boom mic comes through. It's all got cutouts inside there, so nothing sits uncomfortably in the helmet. That system is made for the helmet. I'll put a picture up, but it sits quite. The profile of it is quite slim. So it's basically made for the helmet. The material, it looks like carbon fiber, but it's actually carbon composite. Not carbon composite, fiber composite, which is a mixture of all sorts of materials. But yeah, you do actually feel the difference. We did have a modular helmet, LS2, and the weight difference is significant on the LS2, between the LS2 and this Xlite. Okay, well, I think I've covered most of the stuff that I wanted to cover on this helmet. Price of the helmet is New Zealand around $800. I think I saw somewhere on a website pounds is between 250 and 400 pounds. But yeah, just have a look at your local motorcycle apparel store for pricing on that. Like I said, I've had it a month. It's got a chin curtain on there, and it's also got a breath deflection bit in the front. So yeah, overall it's a very good helmet, and I've really enjoyed wearing it the last month.